Welcome back, Grade 6 to Nelson Math, Chapter 2, Section 4, Estimating Sums and Differences with a Number Line. We've estimated smaller numbers before. We've done rounding, we've done regrouping. Well, today we're going to use a number line to show a slightly different way of how to estimate sums and differences. Specifically, with the number line, I'm going to show you for our subtraction two different ways of having that make sense. Our first question here is 7,864 plus 9,329. Remember, this is an estimate. I've placed an arrow here at the approximate at 7,864 mark. That's right here, a little bit before the 8,000. Our hash marks are every 500, but I only labeled every second hash mark, so our numbers increase by 1,000. So right here is approximately 7,864. I have to add 9,329. So I'm going to start just before the 8,000 and add 9,000 to this. I'm going to count by 1,000s and we'll see where we end up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to put an arrow right here just before the 17,000 mark. This blue arrow right here represents 7,864 plus 9,000. And we ended up just before the 17,000 mark, right there. Now we have to add 329. I have to decide, am I going to be before 17,000 or after 17,000? So if I'm right here, to give a more exact answer, I could say 16,864 because I'm counting from here. So I know if I'm going to add another 329, I must be just to the right of this one because 16,864 is closer to 17,000 than 329. So I'm going to put more than whatever's left over here to get to 17,000. That means I can move this arrow right to about there. So our answer is going to be of just over 17,000, possibly 17,100 or so, just above the 17,000 mark. So that's one way of doing our addition. I'm now going to show you two different ways of carrying out this subtraction. The first way will be by looking at 17,325 minus 8,517. So let's label with an arrow where 17,325 is. If I know that this hash mark right here is 17,500 and this is 17,000, I must be slightly closer to the 17,500. That's right here. Now this is saying subtract 8,517. In other words, remove 8,517. So let's do that. I'm going to count to the left by 8,000 and see where we end up. So I'm going to start just to the right of this 17,000. We're going to count backwards by 8,000. So 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. So I'm going to be at 8,352. And I know that because if I started at 17,352 and I count back, I'm going to be at 9,352, which puts us about there. If this is 9,500 and this is 9,000, the arrow is pointing to 9,352. But I have to also remove 517 more. So I'm going to take this and I know I'm just going to be on the other side of this line right here because these are 500 apart. So I can approximate this to about 8,800, give or take. I know it's more than 8,500 and I know it's less than 9,000. So one answer is approximately 8,800. However, that's only one way of doing this question. I'm going to label these a little bit different this time. Instead of starting from the 17,000 and counting backwards, I'm going to find the difference, which means I'm going to see how far away 8,517 is from 17,352. So I'm going to label where I'm starting. I'm starting to count from 8,517, which is right there. I've labeled this. So this is 8,000, 8,500, 9,000. So our 8,517 is right here. And now I'm going to label 17,352, which is right there. I know that this is 17,000, this is 17,500, so I must be slightly to the left of 17,500. So now I want to find out how far away is it from this blue arrow to this blue arrow. This arrow is at 8,517. I can immediately tell that this distance to this distance is pretty close to 9,000 to 17,000. So 9,000, if we start here and we count forward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 8,000 away from 9,000 to 17,000. But there's this little distance here, and there's this little distance here. I have to add those in. So this whole distance would be 8,000 plus this distance plus this distance. So 8,000 plus approximately 400, and then 8,400 plus approximately 500. So that would be approximately 8,850 or 8,800. 8,900. And that's how we can estimate using the two different subtraction methods, the takeaway and finding the difference. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.